You told us yesterday about the whole situation with Tyron Woodley and Hector Lombard. Usually when you say something, blows out on the internet, and then sometimes you hear back. Did you hear anything else from
That
Tyron
wasn't my intention. I wasn't trying to get – I know Tyron Woodley doesn't want that fight.
Or from Lombard, for that matter, like anything else from them? Did they contact you after
No.
that? Or?
I mean, that was it. Tyron doesn't want the fight. Hector Lombard wants the fight bad. That was it. I saw people saying, oh, Dana does this every time to get the fight. I'm not trying to get – I know – in no way, shape, or form did I think I was going to say that to you guys yesterday, and Tyron was going to call me and say, I want that fight now. He doesn't want that fight.
Did that reaction from Tyron surprise you, given the fact that 6-7 months ago, he was a guy that you would specifically identify as he texts me 100 times a day?
This is the shit that always happens every time a guy gets up into the top 4 or 5. This is the way that, and it's guys who handle it the way that Tyron does that, well, Tyron did step up and take that fight in China. So, I don't know. We'll see.
But you're saying it doesn't surprise you that maybe you see an increase in reluctance from him or calculation now that he's up in the rankings?
It doesn't matter. I mean, you can be as reluctant as you want. You're going to end up fighting the fights that you have to fight. And anybody in that top 5 or 6, you're not avoiding anybody. You're going to end up fighting them, or you just sit out. Everybody thinks because of this, we go through these injury bugs. They're like, I'll just wait, and somebody's going to get injured in one of the big fights, and you'll need me anyway. But that's it's the wrong way to look at it. I've seen so many guys play that card and it doesn't turn out well for him.
I was going to say, when you say that he doesn't want that fight, are you saying because he's trying to manage what rank he's fighting, or do you think he just doesn't want a piece of Hector?
No, I think that he wants to fight. I think he's 5th, and I think Hector Lombard is 6th. He's saying, I don't want to go that way. I want to go this way. So
it's a situation that he's below him, not like, hey, they've trained together.
Right.
He knows he doesn't want the fight.
Right. Who knows? Only Tyron knows that, if he really wants to fight him or doesn't want to fight him. But I think maybe if he was ranked number 3, maybe Tyron would take the fight instead. But I don't know that. You never know that. When you call a guy and he doesn't want to fight somebody, you don't know what the real reason is. Is it that he doesn't think he can beat him, or is it because that's what he told me. He goes, I don't want to go in that direction. I want to go in this direction. He said, I just took that last fight in the other direction. Meaning a guy who's lower ranked than him. I want guys that are higher ranked than me. But you can't sit around and wait for those type of fights, or you're not going to make any money and you're going to be inactive for a while. So it doesn't make sense. And that's what I say. Sometimes it always doesn't work out for you when you pull that stuff.
Didn't he ask for Matt Brown?
Many times.
Didn't he ask for Matt Brown, who's actually behind him in the rankings, though? He asked for that fight.
Who did?
Tyron this
week.
week.
He did?
He asked for Matt Brown. I think Matt Brown's 6th.
He didn't ask me for that fight. I talked to him 3 times. He didn't ask me for that fight.
Do you like that fight?
I like Matt Brown versus anybody. But Matt Brown's hand is messed up. Matt Brown, did I tell you that yesterday? I called him. Yeah. He told me, I'll take that fight right now. I'm in. I'm 99.9. And then his manager started calling Joe Silva freaking out. He's hurt. He can't take that fight. So that's why I love Matt Brown.